Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our official Fight Week press conference ahead of a massive night of boxing that you'll see on Main Event television this Wednesday night. Of course, you can access Main Event via Foxtel or KO, or if you can, get to the ICC, the Aware Super Theatre in Sydney to watch a big night of boxing and an historic sporting event. Ben Damon is my name from Main Event television. Really looking forward to calling all the action on the pay-per-view this Wednesday night. Of course, it'll start at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, and you can access Main Event via Foxtel or KO. Some outstanding fights throughout this undercard, and right up the very top of it, we've got Paul Gallen in his final professional sporting events against Justin Hodges, the rematch, a grudge match between New South Wales and Queensland after the fireworks we saw the first time around in Brisbane. And, of course, the return to television of Michael Zarafa, the leading middleweight in the country, who takes on the undefeated Danilo Creati. An outstanding undercard as well, and it's all brought to you by No Limit Boxing Promotions. George Rose is the boss there. George, have a look around. A cast of thousands here. So much sporting talent up on this stage.
Absolutely, Ben. I'm really excited to be here with the calibre of fighters that we've got here today. It's a massive card. We've got a hell of a lot of fights on, but it's been a big year for No Limit Boxing, and when we've got to have our last show for the year, we want to finish it with a bang. So we want to go out with plenty of big fights, and I think this undercard really represents what we've done for the year, some of the great fights that we've had, and it's a big opportunity for guys on this undercard to have a very memorable fight for 2022. So good chance to put in a Fight of the Year performance or a Performance of the Year.
Yeah, there's plenty of those sorts of fights here. What are you most looking forward to on the undercard? We'll talk about those two main fights in a moment, but just looking around, what are you most looking forward to on Wednesday night?
Oh, look, there's a whole lot of big bodies in front of me. I don't know if these cameras can even see me. There's some real big guys here. There's going to be some big punches being thrown on Wednesday night. Could be a massive knockout on Wednesday night. I won't talk about anything about a knockout bonus, but I would love to see some great performances on Wednesday night. I know there's a few Fight of the Year contenders, and of course we've got Paulo Acuso returning to the ring too, so really excited for that one.
And Paul Gallen against Justin Hodges in the grudge match, the main fight that we're talking about in this one as well. Well, we don't know actually. Which one is the main bout, George? Do you know who's on top of this bill?
Well, do you know what? You can tune in on Wednesday night through Main Event and KO Sports and find out for yourself, mate.
Okay, I will.
Look, it's a fantastic fight. There was a lot of controversy around the first fight. Both of these guys are absolutely tremendous athletes. What they've done for the last 20 years in sport, they've earned so much respect. Like Hodges with so much talent, he debuted as a teenager on the rugby league field, full of talent. You got Paul Gallen, regarded as one of the toughest men in the country for the last 20 years. And look, it's a tough fight because whoever loses this fight, they retire from professional sport with a loss. And I know that regardless of how friendly that they've been at different times and the banter that they've had, when it comes to this fight, neither of them want to leave this ring as a loser. Both of them want to win. Both of them want to win in very exciting fashion.
You might need two referees in that fight as well, Paul Gallen and Justin Hodges. The way that they're talking, it could be a rough one.
Well, the two referees didn't work in rugby league. We don't need two referees here. Keep it one ref. Let the boys go. As long as they stick to the rules, there's no complaining after this one. This is the last time you're doing it, boys. So do it by the rules, win well, and it'll be a good fight.
Best place to watch it, of course, is Main Event, available via Foxtel or KO. Or if you can get here to the venue, how do they get tickets?
Tickets are still available through ticketek.com. You can head to the nolimitboxing.com.au website if you'd like to go through that link. But there are tickets still available. We put on a great show at No Limit, so if you want to come down and have a good night, you're here in Sydney, come and enjoy it. I guarantee everybody on this card is going to put on a fantastic performance, so grab your tickets through there or tune in live through Main Event, Fox Sports and KO Sports.
All right, there's plenty of fighters up here at the front, as you can see, so we'll get into some of those on this undercard and we'll smash through them so we can get to this top table and talk about the big fights on Wednesday night. First of all, Bryce Jones takes on Daniel Saluka Fafita. We'll start with Bryce Jones down at the front. He's 1-1 as a professional boxer so far, and Bryce, a big opportunity for you.
Mate, massive. Got the opportunity to go on the last No Limit card. Now they're giving me the call again. Last one was in Newcastle. Now Newcastle's coming to take over. against an athlete, absolute athlete, but we've been subdued to 2-minute rounds. I don't know what that's about. It's like going to Wimbledon and asking to play 2 sets. So ready to get in there, rock and roll, and find out what happens. Let's go.
Thank you so much, Bryce Jones. We'll talk to Daniel Saluka Fafita, who is having his professional boxing debut. You must be excited just to be getting in there.
Yeah, excited. Thank you to No Limit for putting me on this amazing card. The hard yards have been done. Come Wednesday night, I'm ready to bang, so let's go.
A bit of a query there from Bryce Jones about the fact that we're going 2-minute rounds in this one. Any response?
No response, mate.
Very good. All right, we'll go on to Siwa Takiaho making his professional boxing debut against this man, Jamin Lowe, who's had one professional fight so far and did step in at late notice to go in with Takiaho. What was the decision to go in to this fight after plenty were asked and turned it down?
I'm just confident in what I can do.
Just get up near that mic for us, mate.
Yeah, just confident in what I can do. As you said, I've had one fight now, so I've got that sort of experience, as little as it is, but yeah, I'm happy with the 2-minute rounds at short notice, and I don't think it's going to go 4. I think someone's getting knocked out, so 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 rounds, doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to last, so yeah, tune in.
And Jamin, you would have been interested in all of the media coverage around how good Takiaho could be as a professional boxer. He hasn't had a fight yet, but gee, there's a bit of talk.
Yeah, well, everyone's eulogised me, haven't they? Including me middle daughter. She reckons I'm going to get killed. So, yeah, it's interesting that everyone's got him such a heavy favourite when nobody's seen him fight and very limited people have seen me fight. So, yeah, let's see what happens. I know what I can do. I'm guessing, I'm anticipating what he can do. So we'll find out on Wednesday, I suppose.
Yeah, we will. Thank you, Jamin Lowe. Siwa Takiaho, what can you do? There's so many reports coming out of the gym and so much expectation. Tell us about your ability.
I haven't really showed much yet. Yeah, I've had a good training the last couple of weeks, so I guess I'll just have to show everyone on Wednesday. So I'm really excited for Wednesday. It's a first pro fight, so yeah, I'm ready to bring the smoke on Wednesday. So it's going to be excited.
You're in there with a big man in Jamin Lowe. He's turned up looking enormous and ready to go in this fight. What are you expecting when you get in there for your pro debut?
Definitely, I know he'll bring power, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure there's no speed in that as well, so I'll work around him, so we'll see how we go. If not, I'll probably close it in round 2.
You got any prediction for how things go on Wednesday night?
I definitely want to win. If not, I'll knock him out.
Thank you so much, Siwa Takiaho. Now we'll move along to Tawana Campbell, who fights against DD Hobbs. She's the reigning super featherweight champion in Australia at the moment, taking on a former world title challenger in DD Hobbs. Good to see you again, Tawana. How excited are you to be a part of a huge show like this?
Oh yeah, definitely very excited. All the hard work's been done, so I'm just keen to get in there and punch on Wednesday night.
You would have seen plenty of DD Hobbs over the years. She's flown the flag for Australia and been really competitive internationally as well. What are you expecting from the fight?
I'm expecting a hard competitive fight, but we're ready.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tawana Campbell. That is a fight against DD Hobbs, and we have another outstanding female fight on this card that features Chanel Dargan, who's been one of the stars of Australian boxing in 2022. She takes on Shandni Mayra. This is the 4th professional fight for Chanel Dargan and the 4th of the year. What a year it's been for you, Chanel. How do you look back on everything that's gone down?
Yeah, no, I've had an exciting year. Didn't expect to, I guess, have the fights that I've had, but I feel like I'm a very exciting fighter and I'm ready to put on another show this time around.
You've had 3 fights. 2 of them would be in Fight of the Year calculations so far for the year. In this fight, should we expect more of the same?
Yeah, definitely. Look, like I said, I'm an exciting fighter. I honestly think that I should be 3-0 at the moment, but some of the scorecards didn't go my way, and I'm ready to kind of just put it out there and put it all on the line and get another win.
Okay, thank you so much. Chanel Dargan, who takes on Chandni Mehra on the Fox Sports portion of proceedings on Wednesday night. Then we'll see Wade Ryan and Cohen Mazudia. This is a rematch from a 2021 fight, an outstanding fight that we saw as well, which was stopped in the final round and went the way of Wade Ryan. Wade, good to see you again. Congratulations on your recent wedding. Have you been taking it easy since then, or have you been working hard for this fight against Cohen Mazudia?
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's good to be back, and thanks to the No Limit fellas for putting me back on. We're looking forward to it, and yeah, I got married before the October long weekend, and you could say it was a training honeymoon.
What are your memories of the first time out against Cohen? Because it was a really good fight to watch, and obviously went your way. How do you look back on what happened?
Yeah, mate, look back on it, it was a good, tough fight, you know. Cohen bought it, I bought it. We've both improved since then. There's a few different things he probably wants to work on, things we're going to work on, and yeah, it goes down Wednesday night.
And how do you think it finishes this time around, being a rematch?
Victorious in my way, mate. We feel rejuvenated, a bit of a break, haven't fought since March. We're looking forward to it, working on a few things, and yeah, we're coming here to win.
Okay, thank you so much, Wade Ryan. He does take on Cohen Mazudia, who's down at the other end of the table. Cohen, Wade just mentioned that both of you will have improved since that first fight around. How much improvement do you think we'll see from you?
I'm a different man since that first fight. You know, Wade taught me a lot of lessons in that, and I respect and thank him for that. But I'm coming to teach him some lessons Wednesday. There's 2 fights over Camilleri, 2 wins there. I think I beat Camilleri more dominantly than anyone else he's fought. My head's on, my body's on. I'm ready to go to war.
What happened the first time around against Wade Ryan? Because there were moments you looked really strong in that fight, but ultimately it was stopped late. How do you look back on what happened?
Yeah, I was lost at sea a bit that fight. You know, head was all over the place. I didn't expect as much out of Wade as I should have given him. I've learned to expect, you know, anything and everything, including headbutts, back at the head shots, that aren't going to get caught up. So, you know, I wasn't expecting any of that stuff, and I'm ready to bring anything and everything this fight.
Okay, thanks so much, Cohen Mazudia, who takes on Wade Ryan. Wade, you got a response?
Where was the headbutts and all that, and the punches in the back of the head?
If you watched round 10, there's about 4 or 5 in the final round you can see on that one. But
When
it's
you
all right.
put your head down, mate, what are you meant to do?
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's why I know. Thanks for your teaching that. I'll give you a few back this
Yeah,
time.
it'd be a good fight.
Yeah, mate. It's going to be. Don't miss it.
It's going to be a cracker. Looking forward to Ryan v Mazudia 2, and this will be an outstanding fight as well. It's Ty Telford against Joel Taylor. We'll talk to Joel Taylor first of all, an undefeated fighter who joins us from Victoria, who just can get a microphone there. Joel, outstanding first fight on the No Limit show that we saw last time out. You must look back on that fondly.
Yeah, it was a nice coming out party. I would have enjoyed a bit more time in the ring, obviously, but yeah, it was really good.
And what about Ty Telford, your opponent? You would have seen plenty of him. He's been in some really high-profile fights, some really exciting ones. What have you made of what you've seen of Ty so far?
Yeah, he's nice and tough. I've seen him box a few times. Should be a really good fight to watch.
Obviously, you see a reason you can win this fight. What do you think is in your advantage here?
I think I boxed a little bit smarter, but it's a fight. Anything can happen. I'm coming to win, obviously.
What sort of a fight do you think we see? Because we know what Ty brings. He'll just come straight at you. Are you going to try and box with him, or do you just brawl?
Oh, I don't know. It'll just be a real fun fight to watch. Both of us have real entertaining styles, so it should be a good one.
All right, thank you, Joel Taylor. Ty Telford is down at the other end of the table. Ty, it sounds like he's ready to go. Just get that microphone popped on for Ty.
That's a good way to start. Yeah, look, you'd hope so. The guy's coming to the big spoke now. Look, I've been tried and tested multiple times. So has my chin. Let's see. He hasn't been tested. I'm ready to test him, and let's test his chin too. I want to put on a show. I want to continue putting on shows. I want to continue doing what I do, and I entertain. That's what I do.
This does look like a fight of the night sort of a fight. What sort of energy do you bring into a fight like this? Are you looking to impress, or do you just want the crowd on their feet?
To be honest, I don't want it to be fight of the night. You know what I mean? I just want to go out there and stop this dude. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I bring the same energy every fight. You know what I mean? I'm prepared for 1 or 10. Wherever it goes, I'm ready for it. So I train hard. We've been working hard. So the work's going to show.
All right, thank you so much, Ty Telford and Joel Taylor. Looking forward to that one. Should be an outstanding contest that you'll see as part of this show on Wednesday night as we head up to the top table now. And we're going to see Paulo Acuso in his third professional fight. And as we've mentioned, he's taking on David Zagara from Peru, who has been to the very top of global boxing and is having his 45th professional fight. We say it every time with you, Paulo, but how does it feel going in against a man who is so much more experienced than you?
Oh, well, I'm confident in my ability. I mean, I guess, like I said before, it's just a number. And I've seen many fighters with those kind of styles anyways, and you.
For those who haven't been present, when you've fought as a professional so far, what sort of an event do you bring? What's the energy you bring to the ring?
I bring the vibes, from the get-go, from the entrance to the, to walking out to helping in the ring. I always bring the vibes, I entertain the crowd, and that's what I do the best.
What do you think happens in this fight? You would have had a bit of a look, I'm sure, at your opponent, David Zagara. He's been in some high-profile fights. What are you expecting happens in this fight?
I'll put on a clinic. I know he'll bring his experience to the ring, but I'll just adapt to it and come out with the victory.
Thank you very much. That is Paulo Acuso. And as mentioned, we have the two main fights on this card, Michael Zarafa, Danilo Criati, and the rematch between Paul Gallen and Justin Hodges. Now, I can reveal that the final fight on the card is going to be Zarafa against Criati. I'm not sure how the fellas in the co-main feel about that, Paul Gallen and Justin Hodges, but we'll have a chat with them right now. Justin, any thoughts on the fact that we've got Zarafa v Criati on top of this bill?
No, I've got no thoughts, Benny. I think for me, I don't care. I'd rather get it over and done with. Obviously, Michael's the number one fighter in Australia as well, so he probably demands that respect. But I think me and Gell will be pretty keen to get it on nice and early and punch the crap out of each other again.
Yeah, what sort of a fight will we see this time around? You did try and box at stages early in that first fight. This time, are we just brawling?
Probably give a little bit back what he gave to me back home in Brisbane. A couple of cheap shots here and there, so I'll probably do the same thing. I think I've been working pretty hard on some cheap shots. Hopefully the ref stays out of it. Like I said, I'm here to fight. I've got a lot of power. I just got to catch him once and he'll drop, which we've seen him drop in Brisbane quite easily. So this time I'm going to hit him harder.
Did you just say you've been practicing cheap shots?
Well, I have to. He does. So I heard he's been doing it. So why not? Been learning off some good opponents back home, and why not if the ref doesn't break it up?
Anything in particular you want to tell us about, or?
I just have to tune in on Wednesday, Benny, like everyone else.
Fantastic. Well, looking forward to that. There's been plenty said in the build-up to this one. Anything that you haven't particularly liked from Gal's side, because he's given plenty back?
Oh, look, I don't read too much crap. At the end of the day, in 2 days' time, when you get in that ring, words are words. Like I said, I don't read too much about it. I just trained hard, ready to go. Like I said, I'm just going to jump in there and give everything that I've got. That's all I've ever done in any sport that I've done, and this is no different. Obviously, Gal's going to be nice and fit. He doesn't possess a lot of power, so like I said, I only got to hit him once.
In all likelihood, this is the last time we'll see you as a professional sports person. What would it mean to beat Paul Gallen as you sail into the sunset?
Oh, look, it'd be nice to get a win in Sydney. There's no doubt about that. Last time I played a professional sport, I lost a grand final down here, so it'll make a little bit bittersweet. Obviously, Gal came up to Queensland, beat both of us, so it's only right that I come down here and beat him at home and go home on Thursday morning happy. Enjoy Christmas.
Do you know where we finished up in terms of rounds and the duration of rounds for this fight?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I think it's...
I bet Paul Gallen knows. Do you know where we finished up?
He would know. Of course he knows.
Gal?
It's 6 2.5-minute rounds. Wow. 2.5 minutes. First time ever. After
There's always a first for everything, Gal.
Well, there's a first for everything, but you're not a man of your word, mate. I've had that many people from Queensland say, text me, you are not a mate. I listen to you, listen to me.
I don't listen to you.
That many people text me saying, mate, he's not a real Queenslander. All Queenslanders really have is their word, and he's gone back on his word. He stood in the ring that night, said he'd fight 6 3s. He's gone back on it, wanted to fight 6 2s. It was apparently a a health concern if you fought 6 3-minute rounds. That's how much of an embarrassment it is.
Well, what about you?
But we've changed
mate,
it
what
to
about you? You've come out and
6
said you've got
2.5
headaches.
minute rounds.
You come out and said you got headaches, and now you want to get punched even more.
When did I say I got headaches?
What an idiot!
I never once said I got headaches.
You've
What are
come
you
out.
talking about?
You've come out on Instagram or Facebook, whatever the crap are, and said that you get headaches and you want to fight longer.
Mate,
That means you want to get punched
show me
even
where
more.
I've ever said that. You show me
Don't
where
worry
I've
about
ever
the
said
6
that.
threes. Just worry about the first 2 rounds. If you get through that, well then don't worry about it.
What, first 2 rounds. Remember the last fight? 2 rounds. You had to get your tape to put the trainer off after 2.5 minute
Oh,
rounds.
is that after the cheap shot you gave me?
See, you
You're
keep
a
bringing
dog,
up the cheap
mate.
shot. Did you forget your cheap shot?
Which one?
When the referee called break, it was in between, so you cracked me with the right hand, but it's okay because you apologised.
Yeah, I apologised.
So it's okay because you apologised.
This time I won't be.
When
This time I won't be.
When I hit you, the referee
This
was
time
in
I
between
won't
us
be.
and there was no
This
break.
time I
call.
won't
As far
be
as I'm concerned, I
apologising.
had every right to hit you.
Might
Mate,
try
that
elbow
last
you in the
fight, that
face.
last fight epitomised your career. Last one in, whenever there was any issue, you're the last
Hey, I was
man in.
happy to go first.
Well,
It's
you
not
never-
my.
but
It's
you
not
never-
my.
but
You're
you
lucky
never
I didn't
went
go first. You
You're
would
the
have had
last man
to.
in once all the damage has
You're lucky
been
I didn't
done.
go first. If I went first, you would have had 2 fights.
You're the last
You'd
one
have been
in,
wrecked like you're
when
going
all
to
the
get wrecked
damage has
soon.
been done, you're like the big dog walking out the end of it.
You're supposed to be the big dog,
Done
and you
fuck
carry on
all, you've
about
done
rounds
absolutely
and
nothing.
minutes and
Well,
all this
I
crap.
did, and I beat you.
Yeah,
TKO,
well, let's
you
say we'll
lost.
see. Oh, you beat
You
me.
lost. You lost.
Mate, because you had the ref in your
You
corner.
lost. I had a Queensland ref in my corner. That's smart. You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
I had a Queensland referee in
You're
Queensland
an
in my
idiot.
corner.
You're an idiot.
Listen to what you're saying. You're trying to say I
Huh?
had a Queensland ref
Talk up.
up in Queensland in my corner.
You was
on
in
my
your
side.
corner.
You're trying to say he supported me.
We didn't support me.
Because he done his job.
Oh, he did
He
his
stopped you. He
job.
saved you from getting iced.
He did his job. Oh, so you got no power.
Oh, mate, it was a TKO.
Oh, please.
Look
we'll
at the
see.
record. Look
This
at the
time's
record.
going to be a KO.
Look at the record.
You're going to be on the ground.
No, we'll see.
Speaking of refs, Gal, how do you feel about Justin Hodges saying that he's been working on his cheap shots ahead of this fight?
Oh, mate, well, look, the fact is he threw the cheap shot he threw was before mine. He wants to call mine a cheap shot. I don't think mine was a cheap
what about
shot.
all the elbows up in
There
the
was
face
no break
then?
call. The
Oh, here
referee
we
was in
go.
between us.
Next
when he
question,
cracked
Benny.
me, there was a clear
Next
break
question,
call,
Ben.
and the referee was in between us.
Next question, Benny. Are you still carrying on?
Mate, anyway, you're in there by yourself this time. What are you going to do? You must be shitting yourself. You're not the third man in this time. What are you going to do?
I've been sleeping good, bro.
Yeah, so have I.
I've
I'm
been
fine.
sleeping good. I've been
Mate,
waiting
you'll be
to punch
walking in
the
that ring
crap
by
out of you.
yourself. I won't be tired. You won't
I'm
have
gonna
your 110
I'm
kilo
gonna
front
punch the
rower
crap
doing all
out
the
of you,
damage
mate.
first. You'll be in there on your own.
Exactly.
When
I
I'm
can't
fresh
wait.
as a daisy and I'm fit as a fiddle,
Oh, wow.
you'll be fucked.
That's awesome.
What happens in this fight, Gal?
Oh, I win, and I win the fight. He's in all sorts, and he knows he's in all sorts. Like, seriously, last time, I feel sorry for Benny Hanna. Benny Hanna turned up last time with a clear direction from his team. He probably spoke to his team not to win. He didn't even try to win the fight.
I
He
didn't
tried to
speak to
slow me
Benny.
down. He tried to slow me down and tie me out. That's all he did for 4 rounds. He did tie me out. It was my second fight of the night. So I've had the adrenaline dump and everything else go on. And he still couldn't beat me. After a cheap shot, a king hit cheap shot when I'm looking at the ref.
Just like your
he
cheap shot, you spastic.
There's no cheap
You hit
shot.
me over the ropes.
There was no cheap shot.
You hit me over the ropes. I was
Was it-
defenseless, you dumb.
Was there a break call?
You're an idiot,
Was there
mate.
a
Shut
break
up.
call?
It's all right. You
Was
wait.
there a break call?
Like I told you the other day,
No,
if I did that
well,
to you, you
well,
won't get up.
well, let's
Trust
think
me.
about this.
If you're over the ropes and I come down with my right hand, you won't get up.
You cheap
won't
shot
get
me
up.
first. I cheap shot you second,
It
right?
just goes to show you got no power. I
sucked
got
it
up and I still fought you, idiot.
Who won by
I got up and I
TKO?
still fought. Doesn't
Who
matter.
won?
It shows you got no power. If I did that, you sleep. You
Who
ain't
won?
getting up, bro.
Well, see if you can
you
do it
ain't
Wednesday.
getting up. I will do it
Mate,
on Wednesday.
You did.
We'll see.
Hang on a sec. You
Shut
did
up.
hit me.
Shut up. I don't wanna talk to
So you don't want because you know you're
Shut
wrong.
up.
You
I'm
did
done
hit
with
me. You did hit me with a
Shut
cheap
up.
shot. When I was looking at the referee, it wasn't looking. It's a king hit, and you still couldn't drop me.
I'm pretty sure everyone here that knows boxing, what you did was wrong.
So, what you did was what you did wrong.
I said yes. I apologise, mate. I said yes.
I'm not apologising to you.
That's
I
okay.
don't give a fuck.
I
think
don't
it
want
was
your
wrong.
apology.
I don't think it was wrong.
Because I'm going to do the same thing on Wednesday.
We'll do the same thing. And I'll do
And
the
you
same
won't
thing.
get up.
I'll do the
And
same
you
thing like
won't
the
get
first
up.
fight. I'll
And
stop
you
you
won't get
again.
up. You won't
I'll
stop
stop you
shit.
again.
And Gal, how do you feel about the fact that in the final night of your professional sporting career, you co-main event to Michael Zarafa, Danilo Karate?
Oh, I have no issue with it at all. I was asked a week or 10 days ago about it by Matt, and I said, oh, mate, put me first. I'd rather get the job done, get out of there and get home. So I've got no issue with it at all.
All right, let's have a talk to those two fighters, Michael Zarafa and this man over here, Danilo Karate. Danilo, you've been very, very confident and outspoken in recent times. What has made you so confident that you win this fight against Michael Zarafa?
I've been training a lot. Part of my training was even watching 2 hours a day his fights, so I literally know every of his movement, his favorite combo, what he does when I jab his body, how many times he blinks from when he wake up to when he goes to sleep. So I think he's really not understanding which trouble is putting himself.
So what did you make of what you saw in all of that footage that you watched?
Every fight is not impressing me. He always mentioned that he fought big caliber fighters like Kell Brook, like this, like that, Quinlan, but he lost and lost and lost. So maybe this is the experience that he's speaking about, and this is the experience they will need on Wednesday for the fight night.
Well, let's get a response from Michael Zarafa about that. So he said he's watched all of your fights, hasn't been impressed at all.
Mate, I think he's delusional, to be honest. He went the distance with the guy, 2 wins and 71 losses. You know, saying I haven't fought anybody. I've fought everybody in Australia, and I've fought 7 or 8 world champions, been all around the world. So for me, I'm 30-4, and 30 of those fighters, you know, I've stopped 20 of them. So he's stopped 1 of them. So like I said, for me, I'm excited. All the hard work's done, and I can't wait to silence him once and for all.
What do you make of all the confidence from Danilo Criati, given he's having his 9th professional fight, and this is the fight of his life?
Look, you know, he's just standing in my way for a world title fight. You know, I'm going to go out there, make a huge statement, and shut him up once and for all, because, you know...
There's a...
Oh, Zoo, there we go, look at this. From one idiot to the next.
Timmy's watching everyone, give him a wave. Yeah, no, mate, I'll make sure. Timmy wants to know if you're going to turn up to this one.
Tell him I'll be turning up to his fight and helping him get picked up off the ground once Charlo knocks him out.
He reckons you'll be turning up to your fight and once Charlo gets you, but no, I'll have a good talk to him for you.
I'll pick him up off the ground when he gets knocked out.
He just wants to make sure you're going to turn up.
I'll turn up, mate, don't worry.
He said he's going to turn up. I'll have a good chat to him, don't worry. See you, mate. Sure?
I'll be there, mate, I'll be there, don't worry about that.
There you go.
That's not me trying to pick a fight with him either. Timmy's just
well, he might have a
I'll
response.
put it on silent, sorry.
Michael, what do you think about the fact that you are fighting on this card? A lot of it's been sold off the back of Paul Gallen and Justin Hodges.
No, look, it's good. You know, it's No Limit's the best promotion in Australia, and it's good to be back. You know, once and for all, this is where I belong as the main event. You know, not this football brawl in like a Coles car park. You know, I'm the main event, and there's a reason why I'm the main event. You know, and I'm going to take care of business on Wednesday night.
Any words for Tim Tszyu? Obviously, he is watching. A lot of interest in his fight that's coming up in January, and you were meant to fight him at some point. Do you want to have anything to say to him?
We'll definitely cross paths. He knows that, I know that, and he knows that there was more to the situation and why the fight didn't happen. You know, and so to No Limit, which is why I'm here. I'm blessed to be back. And like I said, once he gets knocked out by Charlo, you know, he's got to come back and build himself up. And like I said, I'll be winning Wednesday. And I've got my world title fight in March. So, you know, I'm here, ready to go.
And any final words for Danilo Criati, who's over here on the top table and full of confidence about derailing all of those plans?
No, keep the confidence and come with your best game plan. And like I said, if you're coming to the body, mate, you're going to need a lot more than that. So all the best.
And Danilo, anything further for Michael Zarafa before we see you at tomorrow's weigh-in and then Wednesday night at the fights?
Not much to say, really. I wish him a lot of luck because that's what he needs. And
Jesus.
I don't think he should be watching too much over like world title and stuff, step by step. I'm already coming from a previous upset for another guy that's supposed to be fighting with me as a warm-up fight and then go over. And I think we spoiled this party one more time.
I didn't need to fight you. I fought you because I wanted to keep busy. I didn't need to fight you.
You don't know.
You've gone from you should be thanking me. You've gone from the first fight with 2 people in the crowd to the main event. You're getting a payday. You can buy yourself a new pair of boxing gloves. Enjoy yourself. Kick back and enjoy yourself, please.
You don't know in which problem you just end up.
Oh,
believe
Jesus
me.
Christ.
Believe me.
Like I said, bring the confidence Wednesday. You're going to need it.
You see.
I will see. I'll see, and I'll help you get back up off the ground once I knock you out. No worries, brother.
Fantastic. Well, that is our fight card for this Wednesday night. You'll see it, of course, on Main Event Television, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, with all of the action. Justin Hodges takes on Paul Gallen a second time, and this man, Danilo Criati, full of confidence about his fight with Michael Zarafa. It's a big night of boxing. Can't wait to bring it all to you. I'm Ben Damon. I'll see you at the fights.